If you like playing video games, you know how important it is to be immersed in the story. Whether it's through the graphics, the sounds, or the dialogue, the more the game draws you in, the better the experience is. What if I told you that soon enough you could purchase a gadget that literally allows you to feel the game you're playing? It's in the form of a vest, and it would allow you to have various sensations like rain, wind, fire, and even experience damage. More so, the sensations are spatialized, meaning if you look up, you'll only feel raindrops on your chest. Paired with VR glasses, this combo sounds like the future of video games. We might be able to directly use the sun's power to charge your phones too. There are two types of such gadgets, those that you simply connect to your phone and place in direct sunlight. Then there's the more advanced type, which also features a battery. You can leave it to charge and then use its energy whenever you need to. If you've been on a social media cleanse recently, you've probably missed the tiny AI robot that has taken over the internet. It became so popular because there are 1,000 different ways in which it can interact with you. It can help tune into your favorite music, play online games with you, and even cheer you up when you're down. Not to mention, it can help with household chores. This tiny robot can double up as an alarm clock. It can turn off the lights if you set a certain bedtime, or even take your picture if you ask him to. All the while moving independently and making decisions of his own. Not to mention, he can even get annoyed at you if he's feeling fussy. Fidget spinners used to be all the rave when it came to stress relief a little while back. Well, there's a brand new gadget out there that's like a holographic fidget spinner. This coin can spin smoothly for up to 12 minutes while showing mesmerizing pictures of galaxies. It uses real-life footage to display some of the best images in our universe. Not only that, but it's also a cool object to place on your desk whenever you don't feel like using it. Travel a lot? You might be interested in this next-level travel pillow. It's designed in the shape of a loop and works best for people traveling long distances. Because it's made of sensitive memory foam, it helps to better support your chin while you sleep. Not to mention, you can control the temperature of the pillow, so you'll never feel too hot while wearing it. Travel water bottles are a nice way to stay hydrated when traveling or working out, but cleaning them can be a burden. After a while, most water bottles become too stinky or stained to be used anymore. One cool concept to help with this hassle is a self-cleaning water bottle. That's because it has built-in elements that purify the water and get rid of the bad smells. Thanks to the layers it has inside, you can even gather water from rivers and enjoy it after it's been filtered by the techie bottle. Lastly, it's also insulated to help keep your beverages the desired temperature and cleans itself often, like every 2 hours. Not all of us have houses with a great view, but this futuristic gadget can help a bit if you're yearning for beautiful city lights at your window. That's because this gadget of the future can let you customize your own view. It doesn't matter if you're a fan of the ocean waves or mountain peaks, you can have them both. You can also connect it to your smartphone and replay memories of your own. Calling out all Jetsons fans, flying cars may be closer to us than we imagine. Firstly, because our standard roads are getting pretty crowded with each passing year, it's reasonable to think we'll soon need to look into other means of transportation. There are a lot of flying car concepts out there too. Some look like giant drones, some like smaller airplanes, while others simply look like cars with wings. Other types of flying transportation might be available soon too, like jetpacks. When it was first introduced to the tech market, the touchscreen was revolutionary. But these days, it seems we're getting closer to gesture-based computing. It means simply using your hands to dictate to your computer what to do without having to use a screen, a mouse, or a pad. A lot of researchers and scientists are already developing innovative technologies on the subject, like those at the MIT Media Lab that recently introduced a digital display featuring a pin screen. This pin screen is simply a sheet of dull pins that takes the shape of a 3D object when pressed against it. Until then, some devices do allow us to use our voices to perform certain activities. On the same note, our phones might become obsolete too, since it seems that wearable screens are already on their way. Sure, we might be enjoying foldable phones now, but the future does look to be screenless. This technology involves using projectors that are also touch-capable. You might be able to project your screen directly onto your clothes or hands, but who's to say we couldn't have something implanted directly into our skin to make it wearable also? Imagine walking barefoot without damaging your feet. It's possible these days, you'll just need these weird-looking pairs of shoes. They look like they're made out of chainmail, but they don't make any noise and won't rust in the future. They also provide insulation and don't make any metallic noises when walking in them. 3D printers are being used for all sorts of technologies these days, but can you imagine being able to also 3D print food? For now, food 3D printing is limited to certain textures and consistencies like purees, mousses, or ganache. Also, for now, 3D food printers don't actually cook the food, they just assemble it. Nevertheless, there are a lot of high-end restaurants out there that are already experimenting with food 3D printing. And speaking of meals of the future, we might soon be introduced to a fridge that orders food for us. It scans its containing bottles and jars and sends a list of groceries to your local e-market, so you'll never be out of your favorite snacks. More so, it lets you know if something's gone bad and you need to take a trip to the garbage disposal bin too. It's way better for our eating habits also. Most people say they're tempted to buy unhealthy food because they go to the store on an empty stomach. Since you won't be going shopping at all and only have specific items delivered to you, your pants might soon start to fit better as well. Continuing the list of smart household items, you might be soon introduced to the toothbrush that can chat with your dentist. Sure, that feels a bit like a betrayal, but if it can help with preventing cavities or plaque buildup, why not? We already have smart toothbrushes on the market with built-in sensors that check if you're washing your teeth correctly, so you shouldn't be surprised if they add this feature in the future too. On that same note, owning smart mirrors may soon be the first step in taking care of our health. Just by taking a quick look in the mirror, this futuristic gadget can perform a quick scan to see if you're looking pale or have really bad dark circles. Based on these cues, it can suggest underlying problems or inform you when it's time to go see a specialist. Robotic exoskeletons are already available for some workers to give them extra strength and abilities. But in the future, they might also be useful for those who have problems with walking, for example. Sure, we do have some simpler technologies for now, but providing people with their full range of motion with this technology might soon be available. One really creative company has been experimenting with ways to use sand for creating energy and turn it into batteries. Since sand can heat up to 930 degrees Fahrenheit, it can be used to store energy. When needed, it can be discharged and warm the water and environment.
That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the bright side.